Alright, what's good guys? Yoan here to bring you another Fire Heroes video. It's gonna be on the sillier end here. We're just doing something for fun. We are gonna be making a duo slash harmonized heroes wholesomeness tier list. The reason why this is happening is because my friend and I were just discussing on Discord about who this week's harmonized might be on the seasonal, and we just ended up talking about who we think the most wholesome pairs are, just for fun, and we decided to make our own tier lists about them, and I'm just doing mine in video form, just to see what you guys think as well as sharing my opinions. So yeah, there might be some spoilers about the main series in here, so I'll probably put a spoiler warning, and you can just skip that section if you don't want to hear it. So there'll be that. So without further ado, let's begin. So I guess we'll get started with duo Alphonse Serena, of which there isn't too much to talk about, honestly, because it's just a cute little twin siblings pair. The extent of what we know about the relationship all comes from the gacha game itself, of which it's just close sibling bonds as you might expect. It's pretty typical. There isn't much else going for them. There hasn't been really too much in the story about how strong their bond together is, other than from the stuff from book 3, I guess. So other than that, we don't get too much other than Serena respects her brother, and we don't get much more further than that. So honestly, I think I'll just go ahead and put them in B tier. It's cute. I like them as characters, but as a duo pair, they're just twin siblings. There isn't much to talk about, so I'll put them right in the middle. Alright, next up we have duo Almond Sauce. Now this one I'm a big fan of, and I'm sure a lot of people are, just because we had an entire game featuring these two and talking about their connection with each other, and you play as them both separately throughout the most of the game, but at the end it all comes together and ends up being a happy ending and all that. So this one has a lot of your feelings from playing through Echoes is kind of represented through this duo unit. Just seeing them together after everything they went through, it's just really nice and stuff, So I think, especially as being a Valentine's alt for these two, was perfect. So really wholesome. I love their lines and stuff, and I think this is okay. Now putting in S tier, A tier. I'm not sure where I'm gonna go with how. I feel like I'll put it in A tier for now, and I'm debating between exactly where I would put them, but I'll rearrange as I go and see how I feel in comparison to the others. But yeah, I think for now I'll put them in A tier. Yeah, so let's go with that. Alright, so next up we have duo Ephram Lion. So it's been a while since I've played Sacred Stones, and I've only played through Ephram's out once, maybe twice. So I don't remember too many exclusive scenes between Ephram and Lion specifically, regarding their past and everything. All I know, the best I got is they're best friends and they grew up together and everything. I mostly played Erica's route, so if this was Erica and Lion instead, I probably would have a different opinion. But I don't remember too much about these two other than them just being typical childhood friends. So yeah, I don't have too much of an attachment to this duo hero. So I think I'll probably put them in C tier. Yeah, Ephram is kind of, a simple guy. So, I feel like, I don't know, they're pretty opposite from each other, but I guess them being good friends is pretty cool despite that. But yeah, I don't remember enough, so maybe you guys could remind me in the comments any of their exclusive combos between each other and Ephram's route that I just don't remember. But yeah, I think I'll put them in C tier, just nice best friend duo hero. Nothing much else. So yeah. Next we have duo Byleth and Rhea. Yeah, I think this is probably gonna be the D tier of this tier list, because from the get-go, Byleth is nothing, personality-wise. She's got no personality, and Rhea is just oddly, well, not oddly, I mean, I guess she has a good reason, but she's kind of overly obsessed with her. And so this is just really weird. And Byleth just kind of, it's a three houses issue. But anyway, yeah, this was obviously just here for the fan service, so not a big fan of it personally. And she's really annoying to deal with in arena, so minus points for that. So I think it's safe to say this is probably my least favorite like duo hero, as far as like theme slash character choice goes. Yeah, let's just leave it like that. Alright, so next up we have duo Hector and Lilina, the first duo we got. Now, FE7 was my first FE, as with many people, and I don't know, like, so despite Hector being probably my least favorite of the three lords, I still liked him though, but despite that, like, seeing this in his bearded form with baby Lilina is probably one of the cutest things I've seen it in Fire Emblem Heroes. Most wholesome things. Like, I can't remember if I already knew about FE6 existing at all when I beat the game. But just seeing Hector with his daughter, like, while she's still young, is super cute to me. I really like this one, and I'm like, them debuting with this duo hero was definitely a good move in my opinion. I think a lot of people like this. As a unit, I mean, I'm not gonna base this on unit performance or anything, so actually, yeah, I'll just skip on talking about that, but yeah, definitely one of my favorites for sure, thematically. So I'll put them in S tier for now. S tier. Okay, I'll put him here actually, upper part of A tier. Maybe tied with Alm, I'm not sure. Again, I'll arrange this as I go, so we'll see how I feel as I go. But A tier for now. So let's move on. Alright, next up we have Duo Ithune and Faye. This one I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put in S tier. This is one of the pairs where I just get a lot of emotional reaction out of because of what happens at the end of FE6. I'm going into spoilers here, but I don't know, like, so after the true ending of FE6, after you defeat Ithune, you know, she's kind of like, she has lost her purpose in life basically, and she has no idea what to do. But Faye is there, like, running around her and stuff, trying to cheer her up and play with her and trying to just get her to smile at least. And that is one of my most favorite moments and endings in in the Fire Emblem series. So I just loved seeing. I'm so happy they made this duo hero. I'm sad I don't have them, but I'm really happy they made this duo hero. Yeah, it definitely gets a lot of emotional reaction out of me. So this is probably one of my favorites. Period. Like top 3, top 2. I don't know what it's gonna end up being like, but yeah, definitely one of my favorites for sure. That being said, I don't know about the bunny motif, but from the character choice alone, S tier for sure. Alright, let's move on. Alright, so next up we have Duo Lyn and Florina, and if as you guys know, Lyn is probably my second favorite character in the series. Despite that, I don't have too many feelings about this pair. Because there isn't much to talk about, you know. We knew this was gonna happen because Lyn is obviously one of the most popular characters in the series and makes the most money, and her best partner would obviously be Florina because they're best friends. That being said, you know, there isn't much reason for me to feel emotionally invested in this duo compared to like the stuff in A tier or higher. So, yeah, like, it's just like Ephram and Lion, you know, they're just best friends, and that's all there is to it, kind of. So personally, I probably wouldn't rank this too high. I don't know if about B or C tier. I guess just because I remember more about them, and I have more fond memories and nostalgia about Lyn's story mode and everything because of FE7, I think I'll put them in B tier. Yeah. Not much to say about them, but it was expected, and I mean, it's nice to finally have them in the game. So, there's that, I guess. Alright, and next we have Martha and Ellis. I did recently finish Shadow Dragon again. Though that being said, given that it is Shadow Dragon, like there isn't too much. You don't see too much about. You don't see too much of Martha interacting with Ellis, considering she's gone for most of the game anyway. But so I can't really say I have an emotional attachment about these two. It's a really nice alt, don't get me wrong, and I love Marth, but I can't. It's been probably over 7-8 years since I've played New Mystery, so I don't remember about their interactions in that game at all. I should replay it soon, but anyway, so this is probably not going to rank too high. I don't have too much attachment to it. It's just nice sibling pairing. I don't know. I probably would put it at C tier, honestly. Like, maybe if I replayed the game, New Mystery again, and probably get more out of it. If they do have more dialogue there. I don't remember, though. So, yeah, I have more attachment to Alphonse and Serena because, we're playing the game as them. So, yeah, probably C tier for them. Nice alt, though, still. Nice alt. And next we have kind of a doozy here. We got Makaya and Soth. So this one's kind of hard for me to rank. Again, yeah, Makaya is like my third favorite character in the series, but maybe fourth now behind Tsubasa. I don't know. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of some controversy between these two. So the issue is at the end of Radiant Dawn, if you have a name support, they get married. Which is what this is basically based on. That being said, you don't see too much romantic development between them, which is kind of a good thing because during the events of Radiant Dawn, they're kind of more of that brother-sister kind of relationship. So it's kind of weird because you go through that entire thing throughout Radiant Dawn, and then suddenly at the end of the game, they're married. So they don't give you much development towards that. So it's hard to feel emotional attachments to their relationship, if that makes sense. And of course, there's obviously the whole thing about Makaya basically raising him when he was younger, and so there's that's a whole nother can of worms I don't want to go into. But I mean, I don't hate the pairing. I don't hate the I'm not against the ship or anything. I like it, but the game doesn't do enough to make it like they got together kind of thing, because it's most like a I'll protect you kind of thing. I don't know. It's more it feels more like a sibling thing, like I said. So, and even Heroes acknowledges that kind of, I think, if I remember correctly. But yeah, so I don't think I would put this in A tier, honestly. I think I'll put this in B tier. Which feels kind of weird, considering how much I freaked out when I first saw the trailer of them. And I plus 10 Makaya. But I guess speaking of their relationship overall, I think I don't feel too much for it because the game didn't do enough with it. Doesn't help that Makaya kind of got shafted in book 4, but Act 4 that is. But whatever. I mean, nonetheless, I'm glad we have this unit. So yeah, high B tier output. Alright, so next up we have duo young Pella and her sisters. So really trio. From the get-go, I wasn't a big fan of the anniversary banner, but young Marth and young Sita were cool, but seeing Merrick and Pella as well was kind of weird. But even so, seeing all three sisters together in one unit is pretty cool and cute. I do like the White Wing sisters, especially in Echoes. But I don't know what it is with this character, with this duo unit. It's cute, but it just kind of feels awkward. I don't know. Their place in the game doesn't feel right to me. They're stupidly broken, though. But that's not really a factor here. It's cute, but it's hard for me to care too much about this unit when I don't know. It's just so weird, man. It's so weird. It's cute, but it feels weird. That's the best I can put it. Like, there's no really deep explanation behind all this, but yeah, I think just based on my impressions alone, I feel like I would put this maybe here, top of C. Well, maybe I'll put it B. Like, overall, it's cute seeing the sisters together. Really cute. And that's what we're just basing this on for the most part. So yeah, like, I haven't listened to much of their lines, honestly. I should go back and do that. But yeah, I think I'll put him in B tier for now. It's just decent. It's just solidly cute. I'll say that. That's all I'll leave it as. Alright, next up we have duo Sigurd and Deidre. So I think right off the bat I'm going to go ahead and put it in S tier. I have played FE4, and you know, if you've played FE4, you know like how precious this duo hero is. Like, I might touch the spoilers here, but like their story is so tragic, but it's so beautifully written, that I can't just help but put it up here, you know? Like, they fall in love. Like, it's magical, really. Like, FE4, despite being such an old game and not having that many dialogue lines, like, despite that, it's able to portray and convey, like, how beautiful yet tragic this relationship is. How, you know, they just meet by chance, and they just fall in love at first sight, basically. And the next thing you know, they have a kid, and the next thing you know, she's kidnapped, and the next thing you know, she's stolen by his best friend, or like one of his old best friends. Like, what the heck? Like, it's so sad, and you see at the Battle of Valhalla, like when it's finally revealed what happened to Deidre, like the anger and rage you feel in Sigurd before it happens, like you just feel it in yourself. Like, at least I did, and it was just so powerful, and so, I don't want this to get too cringe, but like, it was so powerful and so heart-wrenching that, you know, seeing this duo unit come out in the game, it helps me relive like that amazing, the amazing story that was Gen 1 genealogy. Gen 2 was obviously great too, but Gen 1 like had a lot of emotional baggage to it, and so I think this is probably the best duo unit concept in the game for me. Yeah, I don't want to go too much into it because I don't want to spoil that much, so I'll just leave it at that. But please play FE4, or at least like go read about the story or watch a let's play of the story. Like, it's beautiful, really. Alright, and next we have the harmonized heroes. Now these are obviously kind of a disadvantage here in a sense because they're from different games, but despite that, you know, let's just talk about them anyway, I guess. So we have Mia, my favorite character in the series, with Mask Marth. So the only real interaction you see between them is during the Tempest Trial stuff, shenanigans. I think they might have had a moment in the comic. Actually, no, I don't think so, never mind. But nevertheless, you can't really... They're just friends, you know. It's cute that they made like this friendship to decide in the world of heroes. It's kind of cute, but you know, there isn't much behind it, so I don't know. I guess, yeah, I wouldn't put it in one of the upper tiers for sure. But I really like their duo conversation, Harmo conversation, I guess. I don't want to let my Mia bias take over too much here. So I think, honestly speaking, I would put it around here. Yeah, around here, probably. Because it's a cute little side thing they did, but other than that, like, there isn't much going for it. So I'll do this. I'll do this. All right. I'll leave it at that. Okay, and next we have Halloween Tiki and Ninian. I guess this will be the fate for most of the Harmonized, but this one is just cute in the characters themselves, really. Like Tiki on her own, young Tiki on her own is just one of the cutest things in the series. On top of having Ninian here, who's also just super pure and wholesome. So they don't really have any interaction outside of that. So all we really get is their duo conversations in the game itself. So because of that, I think I would rank this higher than Mia and Marth for sure. Just because of the character choice alone. Do I like it more than Ephram and Leon though? I think I would say yes. You know what? Tiki is just really, young Tiki is just really cute for me, so I'll bump her up a bit. Past Pella. I think these two are about the same tier. It's just kind of cute, and that's about all there is to it. So yeah, I think I'll put her B tier. So yeah, we'll go with that. And lastly, we have Duo Veronica and Xander. This one, it's kind of funny because it was built up throughout all of the Heroes books, right? Well, most of them. That Xander was protecting Veronica and all that. So it does have a bit of development behind it. As a character in Fates, I really didn't like Xander at all. But his portrayal in Heroes is kind of funny. And pretty cool, actually. And Veronica, at first I didn't care too much about her, but I don't know, she's kind of grown on me nowadays. So, hard for me to say. I definitely put it above the other Harmonized. But do I put it above Friendship? You know what? I think I'll put them right here. This ordering it and ordering the B tier is kind of difficult, but yeah, probably around here. Maybe, I don't know if it'll be like this or this, but come on. All right, yeah, we'll do that for now. It's cute and it's kind of funny that they built it up throughout the game. So yeah, I'll give it points for that, despite me not liking Xander much. So yeah, there isn't much to talk about for the Harmonized Heroes. So yeah, I guess that'll do it for the list. So yeah, go with this. I might feel different about it after I publish, but whatever, too late. Let me know how you guys think about the most wholesome duo concepts in this game / Harmonized, whatever. Kind of a weird video, I know, but I just made it for fun with my friend. So yeah, he was kind of curious about some of the relationships here because he hasn't played all the mainline games. So hopefully he understood a bit more after watching this. But anyway, thanks for watching again. Let me know in the comments what you thought, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.